Hmm. Can someone please explain the ending of this movie to me? Hey guys, how is it all going? So, thank you so much for what is my No One Will Save You movie review. And to get into the plot of this movie is there's a young girl who is pretty much isolated from the town she lives in. Something horrible has happened in her past, which has made the people of this town kind of alienate her a little bit. And she kind of lives out the way on her own in this big house in like the middle of the woods. And she just wants to kind of crack on with her life, isolate herself from away from the rest of the town, and just try and live peacefully while also dealing with something that has happened in the past, which has obviously had a big effect on this town. But unfortunately for our main lead, she gets an unwanted welcome in the middle of the night while she's in bed. Someone invades her home, and it is not human. It is an alien. How unlucky can you get? So, I have been hearing a lot of really good things about this movie. And after watching the trailer, and I really liked the trailer, it intrigued me and I really wanted to check it out. Now, having seen the movie, something happened which hasn't happened to me for a long time. I never really knew how I felt about the movie after it finished. I knew I enjoyed the movie, and I know there's a lot to like in this movie. A lot. But I was unsure how I felt. And I had to kind of not do this review straight away. I had to kind of step away and just let it kind of sink into me a little bit and let me think about it. And I think I've come to the conclusion. I think, I think I really liked the movie. But there's just one big part that just stops me from fully enjoying it. And that's like the last 15 to 20 minutes. I will dive into that later in this review, so I'll just get the good out the way before I dive into that bit. There is not a line of dialogue in this movie whatsoever. Like, it's very similar to like Nicolas Cage in Willy's Wonderland. We have a main character who doesn't say a word. Not one word. Actually, I think she says probably one sentence throughout the whole movie. And I will say this, the young lady, our main actress, who was basically 90 to 95% of this movie, I think her name is Caitlin Dever, is it? Something like that. I want to say that's right, but it's probably wrong. Now with me, you know what I'm like with names, guys. I think she does a tremendous job. I mean, she carries this film. There are other characters in the movie, but she's our focus. She is, we're seeing this movie through her eyes. We are following her. And she does a tremendous job without saying a line of dialogue. And that that is tremendous talent. That is hard to do. I mean, she's got to go through so much emotion in this movie. She's got to go through like fear, oh, regret, like she just so much she does in her performance, and she is absolutely fantastic. And she's just aided by fantastic direction in this movie. This movie is so well directed. I mean, the dread, the was it unforeboding, like it's just done so well. And this movie just kicks off pretty much straight away. There's no slow moments in it. It just dives straight into it. And I really appreciated that. And for a good chunk of this movie, I was on the edge of my seat. I really was. I was really, really, really enjoying it. And obviously, as the movie's going on, obviously something like really traumatic has happened to this young lady. And as we're going through the movie, we start to find out why and what's happened and why like the people in the town have kind of like shunned her away and why she's kind of reluctant to go into the town. Like she's got to like psych herself up to like go there and stuff and try and put on a brave face and we start to it starts to reveal like what happened as the movie goes on. And like I say, this actress just puts in a really fantastic performance. She was brilliant. I think this movie actually lives or dies by her performance, and it lived. It really did. I would say though, and this is when I'm coming into my negatives with this. The end. I need to watch this movie again. I do. I really do need to watch this movie again because the ending confused me a lot. I don't get it. I'm not the brightest bulb in the package, and I get that. But it, yeah, when the credits started, I was just like, what? That doesn't really make any sense. I mean, the movie's kind of going one way, and then completely shifts tone to the ending, and I don't really get what happened. I don't really understand what the director is kind of trying to say there. Um, like I say, I feel like I need to watch it again and maybe concentrate a little bit more. But yeah, the ending just baffled me. I didn't completely understand what was going on there, but that's probably my bad, and it is more than likely my bad. Also, I will say this: I feel like the aliens were shown a little bit too much in this movie. I think it probably would have worked a lot more, especially with the scares in this movie, if you kind of kept showing the aliens to an absolute bare minimum. Because I always think with these kind of movies, the less you show, the better. Like, leave it to us as an audience. Let us, like, have it in our head and our brain. You know, let us kind of try to fill in the gaps of what these things are. I think just works so much better. Because at the start, when the alien first invades a home, it's kind of done like that. You kind of can see the alien, but not clearly. It's kind of in the background, or it's obscured by objects in front of it, or you just see kind of parts of the alien, which I thought worked really well. And then pretty much straight away, you kind of see the alien in full glory. And I kind of think throughout the movie, it should have stayed that way earlier on without revealing what the aliens look like. It should have just kept it more of a mystery for me. Probably until, I would say, the last 15 minutes. And then completely show them if you want. Or not, you know. But I think keeping the aliens to a minimum would have worked a little bit more with this movie. But after thinking about it, after letting the movie sink in, I did really, really did enjoy this movie. I think it is worth your time watching. I would have loved to have watched this movie on the big screen at a cinema. I think this movie is made for the big screen, especially with its sound, with like the sound of the aliens and stuff like that, and like with hardly any dialogue. I think would have just sounded and would have looked great on the big screen. I really wish I watched it on the big screen. I did. But overall, like I said, guys, I do highly enjoy this movie. So I would give this film a strong 4.5 out of 5. So, guys, what did you think of No One Will Save Me? Did you enjoy it? Do you agree with me? Did you have to think about it for a little bit and let the film sink into you so you can, like, fully appreciate it? Or has the ending, like, just completely ruined the movie for you? Whatever it is, guys, please leave a comment below. It is absolutely always a pleasure hearing from you. And as always, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you again real soon. Take care, guys. Goodbye now.